The only thing more certain this year than death and taxes is Professional Builders Show Village here at the International Builders Show in Las Vegas. Each year we build homes in a parking lot, and it goes off seamlessly without a hitch to you. But sometimes the stories behind the build are the most exciting. How do we do this, and who are the people that do it? This year we show both of those to you. This is Behind the Build, Professional Builders Show Village, presented by LP Smartside. So we're 15 hours away now from the opening of Show Village, and as you can see, some of the home is done and some of the home is not quite finished yet. Still a lot of work to be done, but it's going to get done. It does every single year. These homes are built off-site, shipped in a container here to Las Vegas, to the parking lot, where they're then built and designed within 7 days. So these homes can be built in 90 days, 9 months, or in this case, 7 days.
Well, the process started about 4 months ago. We got a phone call from Green Fab, who's the owner of the buildings. They began with the rendering of this building and a square footage of this one. And over the course of time, we've done fast track construction. So we've been designing as we go. And it's been a very intensive project. We actually had a project manager who only did these 2 homes. Normally they do several. And they were able to work all the vendors, all the donations, along with the architects, and they just worked as a collaborative team to pull it all together.
You know, it's been an unconventional process, something that we actually really enjoyed, but it's a very fast, streamlined process. You know, we design the homes, and literally a couple weeks later, they start production in the factory for the show. And so all the details that need to be figured out come along the way. And so when we have product vendors that get involved with siding or flooring or lighting, it's a very organic process that we're working with them, figuring out solutions to technical problems, to things for, you know, aesthetic issues we want to achieve, and vendors want to show off their products as well.
You've got the architect's intentions, our intentions, and the product provider, the sponsor. So you have to kind of balance them and negotiate it out and work it out to make sure everybody's satisfied with what you did. And really, I don't think there's a whole lot of compromise. That there was some that had to happen, but nobody on the team really sat down and figured at the end that they didn't get what they needed and didn't get what they wanted. Everybody's goal was to meet the date. The date couldn't move, so we had to meet the date, and everybody worked collaboratively to hit it. We're here.
It's stressful, but it all leads up to a great moment like this. You know, we're just hours away from opening. We're excited. Things have come together quickly. So, you know, all in all, the homes, again, have come out perfectly the way we envision them. We're happy the way they are, and they're beautiful.
That's Johnny Hartsfield, and he is with Green Fab, and he's one of the owners and developers of these homes. When we come back in just a second, we're going to be talking with Luke, who's one of the project managers, and get his take on all this craziness. It's Behind the Build, brought to you by LP Smartside.
Well, the thing is that this is what everybody sees at the show. They're seeing the final product. What they don't know is the 6 months of work and preparation, planning, and execution that went into this. For instance, if you look at the house, that house was designed by an architect in Seattle. It was built by a builder in Utah. And about a couple weeks ago, they started bringing down the pieces and parts. That sounds easy to say, but if you think about all the planning, all the details, the negotiations, that's a lot of work. But the thing is, it all comes together at the end. It makes a beautiful showcase for the products. Our customers come walking through, they're amazed at the products. They're even more amazed when you tell them about the process that everything is involved to get to this final stage.
Tell me a little bit about the pressure, the process, and what you've been going through this week.
It's been a busy week doing 2 homes. Normal stitch runs anywhere to 4 to 8 weeks. We're doing simultaneous 2 homes in a week, so it's been long days, a lot of pressure. The set, just getting the houses leveled to begin with, was probably the most time consuming. That took a full day.
Now I can assume you've never built a home on concrete in a parking lot before?
We've not done it on concrete in a parking lot before, no. All these homes are built in the factory on a flat slab, but all our slabs are shot with a laser, so we know that we're straight. So getting here, you have to deal with all the slopes and issues and pitching of the floor to get the modules to line back up.
One of the hard parts is you're working a parking lot, so you don't have plumbing and mechanical and electrical that you'd have on a house. So we're doing a little bit of jerry-rigging to make it all come together.
Now, with some of the manufacturers that have products in here that are sponsoring and part of this process, I'm sure that was different for you because they weren't
Right.
people you've dealt with in the
Right.
past. How did that process go for you?
A lot of the products I've never seen or Irontown has never seen, because you get a lot of the East Coast products coming to the West Coast that the West Coast contractors don't use nearly as much. So you have to learn what the product is, how to properly install it, and then how to make everything integrated together. So it was time consuming just trying to keep all the vendors on the same page, making sure everything was going to flow together once the home was finalized.
So night has fallen here. It is the night before. We are now literally hours away from the opening of Show Village. And all of the people that are involved in this, the manufacturers, the designers, the builders, we've met most of them today. We've found out what the problems and issues were and how this is actually done. Tomorrow, the culmination of it. It's Behind the Build, Professional Builder Show Village, presented by LP Smartside.